Welcome back, everyone. I'm joined now with Coconino National Forest fuel expert Victor Morfin. Thanks for joining me today.
You bet. Thanks for having me.
So to start things off, can you tell me about the fuel sources that are now in the path of the fire?
You bet. There's really two types of fuel in the path of the fire. One is down below the rim we have a lot of brush like manzanita and oak and that sort. And then above the rim we have Ponderosa Pine primarily.
So is any of the material that is burning adapted to handle fires?
You bet. Both those fuel types are adapted to handle fire. The brush tends to burn hot naturally. The Ponderosa Pine, on the other hand, historically would not burn so hot. It has adapted with fire and had periodic fire every 2 to 12 years. So to not have fire for dozens of years and then to all of a sudden get fire, sometimes it's a bit intense.
So the Ponderosa Pines can handle fire a bit more than the brush can?
Well, generally the Ponderosa Pine is adapted to that lower intensity fire, so when you get high intensity fire it tends to not do as well in terms of recovery and whatnot, where the brush is adapted to high intensity, so it will tend to recover from that type of fire.
Now this high intensity is what we are dealing with the slide fire, correct?
We are. Particularly some areas like Sterling Canyon and West Fork Canyon, some areas within those canyons burn pretty hot, and we'll know more when the smoke clears, but it seems like they were pretty high intense areas.
So now what do you think the outlook for recovery is on these burned areas?
You know, generally when we see high intensity fire, the downfall of that is when we get the monsoonal rains, we'll have a lot more runoff and we can get mudslides and things like that. As the smoke clears, we'll have a better idea, but it appears that we could see some of that in the canyon come monsoon season in a month or two.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Victor.
Thank you.